Yo guys, what is going on? Welcome back to another video on the channel, guys. We are doing our weekly Friday check-in to the YouTube channel. If you guys enjoy the video, drop a thumbs up. And today what we're going to mainly be talking about is the small dose of content that we got today, but more the future of the week. I'm going to give you guys a long overdue account update because we got to go through and do that. I know a lot of you guys like to see how we're doing things, and I'm going to give you guys a little bit of my plan going forward. We're also going to take a look at a couple of the tips that I had given out. I think it was on yesterday's video or in the stream. And we're going to kind of look at that. So if you enjoyed the video, drop a thumbs up. First of all, guys, today was the start of the real announcement that, like team of the season, we know it's coming next Friday, but it's now time for everybody to officially decide their Prem team of the season. I already did my vote. I think your vote matters. It's on EA's Twitter if you guys are interested in voting. I'm not going to spend too long on this, but I do think no matter what, I think we will see a VVD team of the season. I think we will see a Cancelo. You guys got to remember that this is not going to just be an 11-person team of the season. This is usually about like 15 to 18. So there's going to be some players that are not in everybody's 11 that will definitely get in. I would say no matter what, I would totally expect for EA to make some money out of packs like Bruno, KDB, Ronaldo, Son, Salah. I think there's going to be some players that EA know 100% are just massive money makers for them. So team of the season, as much as it is about us all having fun, it's also a lot about EA making money, guys. These are businesses at the end of the day. And EA, if they didn't put in, let's just say Ronaldo or Son, right, they would be missing out on a lot of money that would be left off the table, right? Those players being in packs would make people more inclined to kind of log on, spend some money maybe, or just even, enlarge their time on FIFA for that week, right? To try to go and get them via SBCs, whatever it might be, maybe playing weekend league. And, who doesn't want the best players in red? So you guys can go ahead and vote. That's on their Twitter. I did like a vote on stream, but I really just kind of voted for who I wanted to use in FIFA. I didn't really do one of those votes where like sometimes people do the votes where they think they are going to go choose the best 11. I didn't really go for that today. But today is also the start, guys, of like the pre-team of the season promo. We had talked about this a couple of days ago. Like they always do these kind of pre-promos, for big events coming up. And the nice part about this promo, guys, that I've seen so far is that we've got some incredible packs. Now, EA kind of came out and said, we're going to give you these warm-up series groups, which you have 7 days to do. And basically what you guys can do, there isn't anything in packs, so I recommend saving the packs. But we've got a 1575-plus League 1 pack. We've got an 11 Serie A 81-plus pack. So if you guys come and take a look at this, we go take a look at gold rares in the Serie A, and what you will notice is that there's actually like not that many players above 81, right? You've got one page is 30 players. So you've got about like 55 players in that category, right? And then a lot of those players are going to actually end up being team of the season. So obviously you are going to want to probably most likely save all of these for the individual weeks that we do enter the team of the season. So when we get to the Bundesliga team of the season, when we get to the La Liga, when we get to the Prem will be probably the first one that you'll open, which is an 1181 plus pack. And these should be a lot of fun. I know like my community on Twitch, we're all probably going to save these and then open these one day during Prem team of the season and just kind of have one of those massive days where we're ripping a ton of these, right? And you'd probably want to wait again till each league was in packs. So these are awesome. And the nice part about it too is you can do these in any game mode. So basically you could kind of go into friendlies. You could probably go into the one league. You could probably even do these with a friend if you really wanted to get them done quick. I had suggested if you guys wanted a fun challenge, you could kind of take your first owner team into weekend league and kind of split it up and maybe do a couple games. And then you got the series warm up too. This one, it's not as good because I don't think draft tokens at this time of the year are that great, but there's more of that incentive that you're unlocking these and then you're going to go ahead and play drafts over the next week, or maybe even drafts during team of the season to try those players. So that's cool. 83-3 attackers pack is always nice. 81-3. So that's really what we got. I'm expecting a lot more of that content to continue to come this week. So just stay tuned. Stay aware with the daily SBCs, guys, because they will continue to come. We got an 83 times 5, which is from the top 5 leagues. So you can save that. You can maybe wait till like ultimate team of the season if you really think you're going to get lucky. I don't even know when I would actually open that. This might actually be good to open during like community team of the season. I don't know. Maybe get lucky there. And then you got the 86 double, which is always good. I'm always a fan of this. I think this is worth the save. 83 in a team of the week this time, so they even lowered the rating, which is actually going to help you because being that it's only an 83, you're going to most likely be able to use a way lower rated inform, which is really nice. Like the difference now between using like a 80 or a 78 compared to an 84 means that, you know, fodder wise, you'll end up just having to spend way less, which is in my opinion a big dub, right? I think it's a big dub being that it's only an 83. I'm going to use an 80 real quick just for example, and because the chem is also really low. In my books, it's a huge win, and I'm talking like I'm on football Twitter, but in my books, I like it a lot. I think it's a good SBC. I'm just going to go do this right now, and then I'm going to end up saving this for, maybe I'll rip it during community, right? Obviously, right now, I'm going to be honest with all of you. If you open any of these packs, you have problems, man. There's nothing in packs right now. So if I find any of you guys watching this video, opening these packs today, I'm going to have you get, like, a check on yourself, because that's not going to be a good situation. So we'll go ahead and submit that. We may not even need to use both those 84s, but we'll do it anyways. A nice little fodder upgrade there. You also had a daily login today, which is nice. Premier League challenge. You don't have to rush this. The nice part is that's going to be tradable, but that Prem challenge, that pack right there exactly, is going to be re-released, guys, as a untradeable upgrade, right? So just stay on the lookout for that. I think these 81 plus doubles are always worth doing. Just put your silver untradables in first, always. And then same thing with your golds. Put your gold low and then untradables in. Because these are the players that they're not even worth anything, right? So always go ahead and do that. I think that the daily content's going to most likely continue. Another player that we got today that I did want to talk about real quick. So we got this Oxlade-Chamberlain. So apparently, I'll say this. At minimum, he's going to get a +3. My chat today was telling me you could get a +4 potentially. I think you get a +2 if you win the Champions League. And then they were telling me that you get a +1 if they win the first leg, and then +1 if they win the second leg of the semis. So if that's true, you know, high 4-4, it's a really nice card. So I think if you're a Liverpool fan, you go and do it. I don't think he's that different than like Henderson per se, and that card's on the market, and we do have a lot of good cards coming. So I thought it was a little bit expensive, but I would like to see EA continue to release maybe a couple more roads to the finals. I think that would be cool over the next couple of weeks. That's really all we had there. I wanted to use the rest of the video to spend the time kind of talking about the market and really what to expect, because I think heading into team of the season, we have this market now that's going to cause for some times of not the most stable times, right? So I talked about in the stream the other day, I thought these cards would go up tonight a little bit because they were going to get rare and probably start to rise. My main guy that I liked a lot was Coleman, and I was telling everyone I liked him at 40, and now he's 49. So he's already up, and that's because he's a cheap Prem right back, and he's got amazing stats, right? The fact is he has amazing stats on his card. I tried to buy like a Lacazette or two. I mean, he's up at like, I think he's like 420, 430. So he's up a little bit. I'm going to try to maybe take some money on him. You know, as for market moves and stuff, Busquets is up to like 290. So I made a couple of moves yesterday, just kind of trying to make a few coins coming back onto the market, coming back onto FIFA. And I think for the next week, I mean, I think actually the market's going to be pretty stable. The only bad move I made today was actually Henderson because of the Oxlade SBC. But I think the market is actually going to be super stable, guys, because I think all we're going to continue to get outside of an icon pack or a pick probably on Sunday or Monday, there's not going to be much that I think is going to actually drop the market a lot. So watch out for that, because I think heading into, you know, Premier League team of the season, what we could start to actually look at is really cheap Prem specials. I think that's going to be the next really like big investment. I think that's going to be the thing coming up next that's going to do really well. And what that would really be is like any special in the game, you know, that's not going to get a team. Well, they might get a team of the season, but listen, the team of the season this year is going to be extremely cheap. It's going to be very, very affordable, guys. It's going to be probably one of the most affordables ever. I mean, if we look at the market for any player this year, you know, full meta, you can just tell how cheap everything is, right? Even team of the year, Jorginho is 560 right now, which is just crazy. So I think because Prem is probably going to be most likely the first league, a lot of these are going to be really interesting pickups heading into the next couple of weeks. And I think community you could start with first, right? Because anything that's going to link to anybody in community is going to be a big deal. So you could start to kind of look at that. I would already expect that people are investing in those cards, so I would already look ahead at like the next week after that. And so I'm more of a fan of a lot of cheaper cards. So I would be looking at anybody that I felt like probably wasn't going to get a team of the season. And I would really look at that in that direction and be interested in those types of cards. It's tough to say on a high budget you know, what you would really like, because I can't tell you that a Lucas Moura is going to go to the moon if we end up getting, I don't know, a surprise crazy right mid Prem team of the season, which I think is possible. Maybe if they make, you know, Saka or Rafinha end up getting one and they end up being 4-4, or even Mahrez, Salah, but Salah's going to be expensive. Same with Mahrez. So it'd have to be a player, you know, and they're, I mean, expensive. I think they'll be like 1.5. I think they'll be way more than 900. So that's really where you could start spending your next time period of trading, guys, and interest, right? I think that's probably the next up investment, right? Heading into this next Prem League, trying to find some players that are good for links, right? And that's usually where we see like potentially even maybe a Conte, right? Because I think people who are going to start packing these Prem players, Conte is not going to be in the team of the season, from what I can see, right? And he has a team of the year, obviously, at 2.4, but he's got some informs that are a lot more affordable. Like his inform is 330. Now, I don't expect this card to be a buy right now or even in the next week, but look for it in a week or so from now, because I think this would be a card that, as people are packing Prem team of the seasons, Conte is probably like the most popular player to put into a Prem team. So you're going to probably start to see his special cards increase as people build teams. I think this Flip Birthday Firmino is going to be better than most of the cards coming into the game during Prem team of the season. And I think a lot of people, even though he's expensive, will add him to their squad. So that would be like another example of a player that I think is really interesting. I even think the heroes have a shout. I think the heroes do have a shout, because I think some people will try to slot these in and potentially hybrid. You've just gotta find a hero that you feel like is not gonna be worse or way worse than a card that comes out. So for example, like I think left mid, people will want to go Son. Depends if they make Sterling a left wing or Foden, right? Like Joe Cole. It's that dilemma, right, of, you know, Sterling, Salah. But, you know, Robbie Keane, being that he's like a central player, is really interesting, I feel like. He's actually up a ton, by the way. He's up like 60K today because he just went out of packs. But that's like a really interesting one, I feel like. I feel like Robbie Keane is actually a super interesting one. But again, like super expensive right now. So let the timer cool down on these guys. I think all this stuff is super interesting, though, man. And one of the best ways I used to make coins was this method, right? Like buying special cards heading into these promos. I think it was one of the best ways to make coins, because people are packing the players. People are packing the team of the seasons, and they want to buy players off the market, meta players, these heroes, these, you know, potentially Conte, and make the teams. So I think that's a really good shot heading into it. I also think any of you guys want to make some quick coins, stock high rated goals this weekend. I think there's very, very a quick chance to make some coins, quick coins in a lot of these players this weekend. I think 85 to 90. Just stock them if we get an icon pack Sunday, Monday. Obviously, all the packs that EA is giving us right now for this promo are untradeable, so there's not going to be any tradable supply really, you know, come into the market. And that's going to be the video today, guys. So not too much content on FIFA. Just want to do a little bit of an update of the Friday video. God bless you guys, man. I love you guys. Take it easy. Peace.